So if you know me, you know that I love to travel. If I go too long without traveling, I get the like travel itch where I'm like, I gotta go somewhere, even if it's for like a night, 2 nights, 3 nights. I just love traveling. And in the past couple of years, I've done a lot of it. All over the country, just so many different trips. A lot of them being long trips, a lot of them being short overnight trips. I mean, there was one time, a couple trips actually, where I was in this, like, left New York, went to the other state, came back to New York on a plane for less than 24 hours. Craziness. But these are 5 essentials because I travel a lot. I have a bunch of essentials, but I have 5 essentials that we're talking about in this video that I take on every trip with me, no matter what. So let's get right into this thing. The first essential that I bring on every trip is a backpack. Actually, in fact, a backpack is most of the time, I'd say about 98% of the time, is the only thing I travel with. Very occasionally, I will bring a carry-on, very occasionally, and even less, maybe 1 out of every 10 to 15 trips, I take an actual packed luggage. I can't stand taking packed luggage. It's a waste of time. I feel you have to wait to check it in. You have to wait to pick it up. I'm ready to go. So 85% of the time, 90% of the time, I'm taking just a backpack. And then the other 9% I'm taking a carry-on. Sometimes that carry-on is my guitar. And then very, very rarely I actually check a bag. But this is my new backpack. I really like it. It has a lot of storage in it. It's actually a camera bag. You can fit a bunch of camera gear in there, which is really, really cool because it works dual purpose every time I'm trying to travel with my cameras. And also you can pack a lot of stuff into it as well. So that's the essential for me because I really travel 90% of the time with just a backpack, which is funny because sometimes I'll go somewhere for 3, 4, 5 days. And they're like, where's your bag? I'm like, it's right here. In fact, I actually went to South Africa once. In 2016, I went to South Africa. It was like an 18, 19-hour trip. I was there for, I think, 10 days. And I brought a backpack and a carry-on. I didn't even check a bag. So if I could do it for South Africa, I could do anywhere else with just a backpack. So this is essential number 1. Essential number 2 is this. And it pairs with something else. This is my external hard drive that I use all the time for work. I keep a very little on my computer, my laptop, and actually my computer as well, because actually, to be honest, 1, it was cheaper. Now, I didn't really necessarily do it only for the price, but I did it actually for cleanliness, because I knew that if I allowed myself to get a terabyte worth of data on my computer, they would just be cluttered with stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me keep the size smaller. 1, it's a benefit that it's cheaper, and 2, it forces me to stay on top of my files. So that being said, all my music files, which I should probably back this up somewhere. I do like every couple of years, but I should do it again soon. This reminds me. Karen, if you're watching this, can we put it in my schedule to back up my hard drive? Shout out to my PA. Huge help. An external hard drive, tremendous. I keep all my music files on here. I keep all my video files on here. But the video files get cycled out every couple of weeks. Maybe every once a month I put them on a larger hard drive. This is 1 terabyte. I have a 12 terabyte hard drive and I have a 5 terabyte hard drive. Both stay in my studio. The 12 terabytes actually full, which is why I have the 5 now. I carry the 1 everywhere. This is part of number 2. It pairs with my laptop. I take my laptop everywhere. But that's where I can work on, I could take this and plug it into my computer. I could take it to my laptop, which is a really cool part. But I take my laptop everywhere. I do the majority of my music on the computer. A lot of it has been, a lot of the songwriting is done on the computer, like even on flights and stuff. I'll just pull up a session and listen and try to write on the computer. So the laptop comes with me everywhere because I could also video edit. I can do anything. I've been on Zoom meetings. I've been, everything. So laptop with the external hard drive, because honestly, if I just took the laptop, it'd be pretty useless for me actually. So this is probably more important than a laptop. External hard drive. Number 3 on my list I take everywhere with me is my camera. Not only do I take it everywhere traveling, I pretty much take it everywhere in general. In fact, I actually went on a personal trip with my church recently and people were like, where's your camera? Like genuinely expecting me to bring it. They were surprised that I didn't. I take it everywhere with me. I've taken all my cameras with me in the past. I recently broke some, so this is my new camera. It's a Sony A7C with a Sigma 16-28mm lens. Got the Rode, Video Micro, I think it is. And then this is a light that I use, which is kind of cool. But yeah, take it everywhere with me. It comes just in my normal life. It comes everywhere with me, especially traveling. Very important. Bring extra batteries. It's hugely important when you're traveling. Just bring as many batteries as you have. Just pack them in your bag. Number 4 is funny. It's my songwriting book. And it's funny because I like to say that I'm going to try to songwrite on trips, and it very rarely happens. When I'm packing, I'm like, be so nice. I'm in the hotel room. I'll just, plop down. I'll try to do some song. It so rarely happens. And if it does, the ideas usually come to me and I jot it on my phone or on the computer because I'm trying to write on the plane, which is funny. But I've been really conscious about trying to write more in a book just because I feel like it solidifies the ideas more. And also I feel like to some degree it's nostalgic in the sense of it's cool to look back on and be like, whoa, I wrote this 5 years ago. You could actually see the text, rather than just being a file on your computer. There is something cool about it. I do enjoy looking back on it, filling these up. I have several filled songwriting books to just stack them up, be like, wow, that's 6 years, 10 years, 15 years of writing. It's really cool. So this travels with me a lot. Does it get used often? Not necessarily, even with how many songs I write, which is not as many as I would like to be honest. Number 5 is my phone, obviously, because who doesn't leave anywhere without their phone, to be honest. But not just because my phone, for several reasons. One, I try to consolidate as much as I can when I travel. So I actually, just in general, my phone also has my credit cards on here. So like my credit card, my ID, it's all in my back. I don't travel ever. And I actually, probably in the past year, I have not traveled with a wallet. Anywhere around town, around my house, around California, like traveling, I don't bring a wallet because it's all right here. So if I lose my phone, I am screwed because that means I don't have anything. I don't have my phone. I don't have a credit card. All my eggs are in one basket. Yes, for sure. Now, granted, like I have other stuff at home and in my car, like, for example, a little cash, but that being said, not everything is, like if I'm traveling, obviously I don't have my car with me for the cash, $20 or whatever. So I'd be screwed. Let's hope I don't lose it. Maybe I should put one in my backpack. This way I have it, because I'm like, the chance of me losing my phone and my backpack are pretty low. But that being said, travel with that. TSA pre-check, I do my whole my boarding pass on my phone, like it's all right there. Really convenient. I try to travel as small as possible. But that's it. So we get to recap. We got the backpack, we got the laptop with the external hard drive. Tremendous. This is an SSD hard drive, I didn't say, which it makes it faster and also a little less susceptible to damage because there's no moving pieces like a spinning hard drive. They are more expensive, but what I did is, this is just a case. I actually borrowed a hard drive and put it in this case. So that's an alternative option if you don't want to spend money on just the whole actual them putting it together for you. So it takes a little time, but it's worth it. Number 3 is the camera. 4 is a songwriting book that should probably be used more often. And 5 is the phone, which also does songwriting as well because, for example, nobody else, I had written it in 2019, but I didn't find the file for it until 2021, which is when I actually finished writing it. So those are my travel essentials, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. God bless. Peace out.